I know this won't surprise a lot of you guys, but I wear like the same clothes every single day. So when you guys see me with the same clothes in multiple videos, I like wearing the same things for several days at a time. Am I alone in that? Maybe you guys can let me know so I don't feel like such a freak out there. We have a big response, and it shouldn't come as a surprise as Jynxzi and MoistCr1TiKaL went viral talking about the downfall of the Kick platform, the cultural issues the platform is going through, and why they would never join Kick. It was Adin Ross who had a response on this, but in case you guys missed that initial rant, I'll give you the first few minutes of what Jynxzi and Charlie think about the Kick streaming platform.
Besides the point, I think Kick was the best possible thing for Twitch because before Kick, Twitch could kind of do whatever and there was no competition, right? Because Twitch could kind of just like, you know, they could enforce rules. And I remember you did a video on it. I actually reacted to your video on it on stream. This was like 6-7 months ago, but, or no, like 4 or 5 months ago. You were talking about how like basically Twitch was implementing, it was the dumbest fucking thing ever. They rolled it back like the next day. They were gonna start taking cuts of ad revenue and sponsorships. And you had a great take. You were like, a lot of streamers, like, and it's true, like sponsorships is like a majority of their revenue. Like, and they wanted to take a cut of it. They wanted to like make it a certain size. And if I honestly think if Kick wasn't around, they would have just let their nuts hang because where else are you going to go other than Twitch if you want to stream? Like YouTube is great, but YouTube will always be a video platform first. That's YouTube's biggest problem. Twitch is, if you want to watch live streams, you go to Twitch. So like, I don't personally think I would ever go to Kick because I just don't have any desire to, but I love the fact that they're a thing because
the competition,
it makes Twitch better. Like competition makes everything better. Competition is like, that's like the part of why, like, I mean, I'm not saying I'm a big capitalist, but capitalism is breeded off of competition. You want to make the best product, you got to compete with these guys. So if before Twitch had no competition, so I love the fact that Twitch has competition.
Yeah, I think that's an important thing to have. What do you think about the culture of Kick though?
I think it is the worst. I think it's the worst thing I've ever tuned into. So the culture of Kick and like their biggest selling point was like, we're going to let it fly. Like, and I'm like, okay, like it's pretty easy to remain in the TOS of Twitch. Like, but like, I'm sure, I mean, you're pretty deep into the internet. Like I'll go on Kick from time to time. Like if I just want to like rot my brain, it's my go-to. So like a lot of it is just like IRL streaming where like, let's punch this guy in the face and see what happens. Yep. It's like, can we like make content, guys? Like what even is this? And then there's like, I do hate the culture of it. Like I don't think it's healthy at all. There are some Kick streamers who like are really good streamers, like Your Age, if you know Your Age.
Yeah, there's some good streamers on there. He's a great fucking streamer. I agree. It's not all bad.
Yeah, that guy, like, he's a good streamer. He has a good community. He has a good head on his shoulders. He's similar to you. Like, a lot of his takes, he does his research. He, like, gives an honest, unbiased take. And I've always fucked with him. So, like, when he went to Kick, I was like, bro, that's a good pickup for them. Like, because he's an actual, real OG streamer. He gets it. But I think the vibe of it is, like, this is the vibe of Kick right now. Move to Miami, buy a streaming backpack, and just punch someone in the face. I think it's
that's
horrible.
The meta.
So, but yeah, what do you think of Kick?
So I like the competition. Like I said, I think it's invaluable. If you have more competitors in the space, everyone benefits. Like all of the like actual users benefit. But man, that culture on Kick is awful. That shit is terrible.
And then about a day later, which is obviously going to happen, Adin Ross, a co-owner in the website Kick, one of their biggest streamers as well, does very well for himself. If you want to give credit where it's due, I know I haven't said this. I've said it on stream plenty of times. I've also said it on Twitter a couple of times. But when it comes to someone who makes headlines and draws in big viewership, whether controversial or not, Adin Ross has been a big platform mover for Kick. Arguably their best signing to date, despite the bad things he says. He is in headlines, and he's doing what he is supposed to do for the Kickstream platform. He had a response on all of this as well. Here it is.
Right? So, Jynxzi and MoistCr1TiKaL, if you guys saw if you guys saw what Twitch was 7 years ago, you would be like, what the fuck? Every new platform in the beginning is not going to be 100% amazing, bro. Obviously, Eddie keeps those motherfuckers around because right now, they are technically good publicity is good. All publicity is good publicity, bro. So right now, Kick, I agree. Eddie, we don't need to have certain streamers doing certain things, but hey, that's the way it is right now, and I can't do anything about it. But what I can tell you is Kick is working. What about all the other creators, the small creators that are actually putting in work and hours and getting paid 90-some% of their revenue? It's working for them. And the community here is amazing because there's a lot of people that just want to show love and stuff. And then there's also the people that chase the hype and stuff. But, you know, at the end of the day, bro, I worked really, really hard to get Kick working and shit. Without my community, without me, there's no Kick, right? So I don't like this. It's a subliminal diss in a way towards me because it could have been cleared up like this is not towards Adin because everyone, when they think Kick, you think Adin. You don't.
And I think the problem with the internet now is like both sides are obviously going to make their fair points about their platforms, right? Jynxzi is one of the biggest streamers. I would say him and Kai Cenat, the two biggest streamers on Twitch when it comes to sub count, concurrent viewership, and just being the biggest streamers on Earth right now, being Kai and Jynxzi over on Twitch. They have no reason to leave. They also have no reason to talk too poorly of Twitch, which Jynxzi, I think, a lot of this is actually left out. The further they elaborate on Twitch, I think he gives them almost a bit too much credit for the current spot that Twitch is in as well, with all the drama they've been in. But again, Jynxzi has no reason to leave Twitch. There is no incentive, and I don't think he ever will. Same for Kai. The amount of money it would take to draw those guys away from Twitch, or to even really speak too poorly of them, would just be too extreme. The same could be said for Adin Ross, who doesn't really have any other mainstream options, as I highly doubt that YouTube would sign a guy like that. He's still banned on Twitch as well, and with Kick being his main platform, of course he is going to ride or die for Kick. He's a co-owner, so both sides, like, it makes sense. But they also do make some pretty decent points. And I think overall, no matter where you stand on the topic, like, the competition is good. It's just interesting to see, you know, I would have to imagine that there were fielding of offers, at least from Jynxzi, fielding an offer from Kick. I can't speak the same for someone like Charlie, but I would have to imagine that once you stop streaming on a platform like Charlie did on Twitch, he's now co-streaming with Twitch and YouTube, that maybe he speculated or opened his ears to an offer from Kick. I don't know that to be true. But yeah, I mean, sometimes you're just going to have streamers who don't want to be on certain platforms. And I think the competition is still good, though. I think Kick is still inching forwards in progress. And I think both platforms have their issues too. I'm going to wait to see how this one rolls out. I think a lot of people out there are either diehard, like Twitch and YouTube are the future, or there's a lot of other responses I've seen that Kick is going to be the future, like Kick is going to take over, which I still have a bit of hesitancy towards for a lot of reasons. You know, when it comes to re-signing these streamers and still paying out millions and millions of dollars, and if their model is going to work, I don't know. But I don't blame Adin Ross for his response either. So where do you guys stand on all of this? What is the best streaming platform to you guys right now? What are your issues with some of these streaming platforms right now? Leave a comment down below. Till next time, take care of yourselves. All right, drink up. Buffed, code LUCKY down below. Love the drink alongside some water, which I need right now. So take care of yourselves. We'll see you back here soon.